I made a horrible beekeeping mistake. No! Whoa! Hey everybody, welcome back to Whistle Thicket. I am in the garden and I'm actually trying to pick a couple tomatoes. Some of them are on the ground. This video is about a recent mistake I made with fall feeding with sugar syrup, and I'm going to show you a mistake I made. I thought I was doing the right thing, but let me show you what I did, and now I'm doing it the right way. So lots of people make mistakes. Some people don't always admit to them, especially on YouTube, but I made a mistake and I don't want you to make the same mistake I did. So let's get down to business. I just harvested honey. Well, I bottled my honey today. There was a little bit of honey in my honey bucket, my honey gate bucket, and I put it outside. This is not the mistake I made. This is away from my bees, a good ways away from my bees. There's honeybees in here. There's some yellow jackets, which is fine. But I put my honey bucket, and I'm talking about very little honey was in here. And I let the bees clean it out. So that's why that bucket's in the tree. But let me show you the mistake I made. Okay, so here is the mistake I made. I know it's getting dark here, but I want to show you the mistake I made. I recently made 2-1 bee syrup. So 2 parts sugar, 1 part water to make some fall feeding for my bees. The thing I did not do, I did not boil the water first. I thought it wasn't a big deal. And because of that, the sugar in this mixture quickly came out of the mixture. I'm gonna show you a little bit. You see that? Sugar. So basically my 2-to-1 mixture quickly became not a 2-to-1 ratio, and the sugar dissipated out of the solution, and it turned into crystallized sugar, and it basically blocked the entrance of my little quart feeders here. So that was not a good thing that I did. I'm still learning like everybody else. If you ever meet a beekeeper that says they know everything, they are lying to you. Trust me. So what I did instead, I made a new batch, a 2-to-1 ratio. So I did 8 pounds of sugar to about a half gallon of water, which is 4 pounds of water. And I had it gently boiling, like barely boiling. Then I mixed in the sugar and it became a super saturated solution. And I've had it in my house for about 3 days, and eventually that sugar is going to come out of solution, but I think it takes about a week. So I'm gonna refill my sugar water with a 2-to-1 ratio, and hopefully my bees will get the ratio they need. The 2-to-1 ratio is supposed to help encourage storage for the fall. Now my bees have plenty of honey, but it's October. It's been a hot October. We have asters blooming. My bees are still pretty active in North Carolina. But if I can feed them and help my bees have even more winter storage, then that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna show you my new solution and my new setup. Okay, so this is the 2-to-1 ratio. Sweet, sweet sugar syrup. I'm gonna put the sugar syrup into this feeder. This is just a pet feeder I bought for like $4. I taped up the bottom so that the level of the syrup's gonna be a lot lower, and I put some rocks in here so that my bees don't drown in the sugar syrup. And I have this in a different location on my farm so that my bees aren't encouraged to go into robbing mode. If you had this too close to your own hives, bees and other pests like hornets and yellow jackets could start robbing a weak hive, and you don't want that. But if this is far enough away from your hives, then your bees don't feel like they're protecting a hive or anything like that. So hopefully this setup is going to be a lot nicer. Sugar syrup. That's for mini donkeys that are hungry. Hard to pour and film at the same time. Maybe I won't do that. Okay, so here is my 2-to-1 ratio in my little animal feeder. This is just like a cat feeder. And I got this from a little store that was going out of business, and you know what? I got it for pretty cheap. So I'm gonna flip this, and like I said, put some rocks in it. I hope this has been helpful for you. I did recently make a video about feeding a 2-to-1 ratio, and I did include the boiling step. I didn't think it was important, and looks like I was wrong. So we all make mistakes, and I'd love to hear any advice you may have. If you like our channel, keep on watching.